There's some of you who love to slumber. You love sleep. You love it. It's in you. Until that thing is removed from you, you cannot be successful. Because that's your problem. Some are very rebellious. Very, very rebellious. But they do not understand the definition of rebellion. They think rebellion means that you carry a placard and start shouting against the government. Rebellion is very deceptive. When rebellion creeps into your life, it is very, very deceptive. You become that man or that woman that has his own way, but you don't know. And that thing is going to be a stronghold in your life. See, it's important that you examine yourself. In life, you have to examine yourself. Examine yourself. The Bible says we should examine ourselves and see if we're in the faith. The thing you're asked to do is the one you will not do. The way you're asked to do it is the way you will not do it. Even when you're going to do it, you're going to do it your own way. That's rebellion. Rebellion is actually the rejection of authority. And it is idolatry because you set up yourself as an authority. But that was not your plan. Let's examine the situation that Saul, the king of Israel, found himself in. Saul didn't plan to be rebellious. I hope you've studied that character very well. He didn't plan to be rebellious. He offered the sacrifice not because he despised the office of the priest, but because he had been waiting. And nothing was going on. Samuel gave him an appointment, and the time had passed, and Samuel hadn't showed up. So the man went on and offered the sacrifice. Did God accept it? No. For that alone, God said, I have rejected this man from being king. What was the problem? He did it his own way. He did a good thing his own way. Be careful of your own way. Your own way. There are just some people that are like that. They're just that way. They will be obedient, but their obedience is according to their own definition. But you don't think anything's wrong with that. There's something terribly wrong. How far do you go with such things in your life? How far do you go? Until God says the whole system over there stinks. He says from the head to the toes, they're all disobedient. And he writes that group off, and they keep doing their own thing, but he doesn't consider them. That has happened to many people. It starts out from little things. See, the Bible says little foxes. Read it in the Canticles. It says little foxes destroy the vine. There is little things here and there. What you were told to do is the one you will not do. That's the manifestation of the serpent's nature. Then the one you will do it your own way. Ask yourself, why am I like this? That is the simple question to ask yourself. Why am I like this? Why do I behave like this? Let me give you a little story. There's a gentleman I heard a little more about yesterday. In his hometown, his family was among several other families that were asked to give up their land for a facility to be built for the community, and that they will be relocated. Every family accepted it except this family. They refused. Everyone else moved but them. So the community leaders cursed them, and one by one they began to die, including one or both his parents. Under mysterious circumstances. So very quickly, when they saw that they were facing something bigger than them, they decided to now move. But it was late, because the community now built the facility around them, and they were the only ones in there, and they cursed them. Now this young guy from his family moved to Lagos. It turned out that we bought a piece of land where he and some others were working. And because we bought the place, we asked them to move. They didn't have an immediate alternative. They needed some money, and they were trying to get the money together. So I said, all right, how much do you need to relocate? They told us how much they needed. I gave them money to relocate. He was the only one who organized some people around him to say they're not moving after collecting the money. You see. So from my investigation of this guy, I discovered that his family members have done the same thing. His parents, his grandparents, that's where he's coming from. See, the same thing that destroyed that family has attached itself to this boy. And he had been born again. This thing had attached itself to him to destroy him too. What does he want? For me to curse him. And I've already said, if they don't leave that place, all of them, their life will go into emptiness. That is it. Something will kick them out. Now can you see the kind of life that some people live? They inherit the wrong things from their parents or grandparents or from the community or somewhere around. They just pick up these nasty things. Rebellion is a terrible thing. It's easily inherited. And the danger is Satan tries to destroy that individual by bringing into his life those things he knows will provoke authority against them. Why should someone have any bad report of you that are a Christian? Why should someone think negatively about you? The Bible says it to be unprofitable for you, for your leaders to think negatively about you. It is in your interest that in remembering you, you are remembered for good. That was Ezra's prayer to God. All the time he prayed, Lord, remember me for good. He would say something that he had done and say, remember me for this, remember me for good. The Bible says that when your leaders present reports about you to God, that they should present the report with joy and not with sadness.